Start it right away then. Welcome, guys, to the Four Guys with Quarters podcast, episode 13. We're already on episode 13. It seems like we just started this like a couple weeks ago, but we're already there. I'm Inferno217 as usual. We've got our usual cast of characters this week. What's up, clowns?
Hey, what's going on?
Chaos, what's going on?
Hello.
And Assassin, looking great
Yo,
as always.
what's up?
And you might have noticed we have a lovely guest with us this evening. We have Seltzer from the Frag Dolls. What's going on?
Hey, nice for you guys to invite me. I'm really honored to be here. Thanks.
The chat's already blown up with compliments. All right.
Oh,
whoa. All right. So this week it's going to be a little different than usual. Usually we just go over the current Xbox news and we just give our opinions on it. But this week we're going to be asking a few questions of our guest here, and as we go along and give some of the current news, we're going to ask her opinion on it, and yeah, it should be a fun time. But before we get started, want to give Seltzer the ability to quickly shout out the Frag Dolls. So if you would just give us a quick overview of what the group is for those who don't know, if that's even possible.
oh, for sure. Frag Dolls are a 10-year-old competitive team. They're owned by Ubisoft, and when they started out 10 years ago, they were competitive in Rainbow Six. Since then, they played a lot of games. Now we're sort of more like into content producing and community organizing. We do a lot of charity initiatives. And, of course, this is all for Ubisoft. We do live streaming, and we're on Twitter and Twitch and Facebook and all the fun stuff. So.
Yeah, guys, so I was unable to get her Twitch name
Oh,
underneath her picture for the show, but she is in the chat, so Seltzer_FD, I believe it is. Yes, Seltzer_FD, so go check out some of her streams and check out. There she is. This is my Twitch. There we go. So go check out her channel and check out the Frag Dolls as well. They were playing, last time I watched them, they were playing Tetris with followers, so if you guys are into Tetris, they sometimes play with followers, so.
We take requests. That was a request.
Oh, okay, okay. So it was a request. Gotcha. So they take requests, even better, right? So yeah, that's the Frag Dolls. Go check them out. Glad to have some lady representation on the show tonight. Keeping it real.
No problem.
Also like to shout out our usual advertising partner, xboxculture.com. You guys probably already know the deal if you have been watching the show over the past couple of weeks, but they help advertise our show, and they are a great community of Xbox game lovers, and they have unique interviews, and they have great reviews. They do giveaways as well, so go over there, put a few posts in the forum, and you'll qualify to enter into their giveaways for Xbox games and some credit for some online vendors. So go over there, go check it out, go join us in the forums. We're over there. So yeah, just wanted to say thanks for helping us out, Xbox Culture. All right, so why don't we just ask Seltzer a few questions before we get into the official schedule that I wrote up here. Who wants to go first? Clowns, you want to ask the first question?
What do you do at the Frag Dolls? Like, what kind of events do you go to? Do you host anything? And how long have you been doing it for?
Well, I'm the newest Frag Doll. I joined up about a year ago this month. And what we do is when we go to events, we do things like we actually pull together a staff. We have cadets that have worked with us on several events. We bring them in and we train them on games and we set them up and we manage them. A lot of times we do stage shows. This past two events, I did GameStop Managers Expo and PAX Prime in Seattle. And my job was to wear a traditional Tibetan garb and stand in a ring with a referee. And we would put people in one of four animal costumes, like a full mascot head and like sumo body. You could be a bear, a honey badger, an elephant, or a snow leopard. And I would shoutcast these fights like Michael Banner style, like just screaming and let's get ready to rumble. And so I mean my job is really weird. I do a lot of different things, and mostly it's about just being able to roll with it.
That's gotta be a lot of fun.
So
it was one of those weirder moments where you're just like, how did I get here? What am I doing?
Right. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's cool. So how do you become a cadet?
We have a program recruitment, so we actually have a whole bunch of cadets right now. We're not looking to recruit too many more, but
Oh,
I know. I'm so sorry,
I
guys.
want
You
to
would be
get
so
in.
cute in the little t-shirts. But it's kind of like an internship program where these girls get to see how the industry is run. They get to see a little bit of the back end of these events, which are enormous productions, and a lot of the attendees they just kind of get to experience it. But these girls have to go in and like set up the booths and demonstrate the games and talk people through what's going on. So we recruit like just a small group of girls and we bring them around to events and do that.
That's awesome. So there's like an application that you can fill out, or is that how it works? Or do you just like find people on the road, or how does that work?
We have like classes, and
Oh, okay.
so every once in a while we'll make an announcement that we're starting a new class, and we'll have an application process then.
Oh, cool. Very cool. Any other questions for her, really? Oh, we have a question in the chat. Amazing Flying Squid wants to know, have you ever played the first Blazing Angels? It was his first Ubisoft game before Assassin's Creed. Have you played that?
Blazing Angels, no, I have not played that actually. Like a lot of different Fragdolls came into the team different ways. I came in because I was doing a lot of stuff on my own, a lot of esports stuff, and so that was the direction they kind of wanted to go in, and they scooped me up. So I'm sort of learning all the stuff I have to learn on the other end now. I've played Shadow of Mordor recently. That was the first time I've played
so
like a single player adventure game. I'm like, what am I doing? I'm not fighting anybody. Like I'm not online. I'm not multiplayer. So I'm just getting into all this now.
Gotcha. Cool. Assassin of Chaos? You got any questions?
Yeah, how did you get your start in the competitive scene? Like, where did you start out in? Like, what game did you start out competitively playing?
Well, this is like a weird question because I used to be in like Pokemon League when I was like 8, 9, 10 years old, and I would go. It was the shit. Like I had my competitive team on Game Boy. I had my decks, and you would go to Toys R Us and you would compete in tournaments and you'd win prizes. And I was like the king of like the Toys R Us. So there was that, and then there was like a lull where I was really into anime instead. And then I came back out on the other end with like Battlefield 2 and then Team Fortress 2. I got a competitive team of 6, and we did pretty well in Cal, CEVO, and CGS. Actually, at the time had a league too.
Cool.
Oh, those are all PC games, PC leagues. I don't know if that's
No, that's
familiar
fine.
to you guys.
Are you excited over the Master Chief Collection being released, or do you think that will bring back Halo to the esports scene, like the major, MLG scene?
See, I was kind of doing PC stuff when a lot of people were playing Halo 2, but since I've spoken to a lot of my good friends. Days on our Fragdoll team goes way back with Halo. A lot of the other girls, Siren as well, and they are so freaking excited for Halo 2, the Master Chief Collection, because that was like the heyday of their competitive time, sort of like with
Right.
Counter-Strike and 1.6. They've moved on and there's new games and people are enjoying them, but everyone kind of harkens back to that old school style.
Very cool. Assassin, you got something? You chomping at the bit over there? Go ahead, really.
I sadly don't have any questions.
Oh, God.
God.
Oh.
No, that's fine. What do you guys usually talk about? It shouldn't be like I'm just here to contribute.
I know.
What
We usually do is we go through like the Xbox news that's current, like like new game releases, like tonight we'll be talking about the dashboard update that just came out. We'll be talking about deals with gold that just were announced a couple days ago. So we'll get to that, but we want to hear about you first.
Does that mean when I turn on my Xbox in a couple hours, it's going to take like 40 minutes before I can play it? A dashboard update.
It depends on your internet speed, but I think the
Should do that
update's
now.
only I think the update's only like 300 megabytes or so. It's not
Okay,
really that
good.
big. So, they usually talk about Destiny all the time. Jizzle, that's not true. We are going to talk about Destiny a little bit, but
Oh, Jizzle, come on, man. You brought up Destiny. We're going to avoid that. Come on.
oh my god. All right, I got a question really quick, kind of just a quick one. What headphones are you using? What's that headset? Is that Astros?
These are the Razer, like, Kukakarakachukachoos, something. It's a really weird, complicated name, but they're really nice and comfortable. Although, I don't hear the buzz that I usually have with them. I don't know. I've been figuring out.
It's because our production quality is so good.
Look, that's awesome.
I know, right?
Oh, well played.
Okay, all right. So let's get into the show now, since since we do have a few things to talk about, and Seltzer's done talking about herself.
Oh, no, I'll answer whatever, but I don't want you guys to be coming up with weird questions.
No, it's all good. Usually we open the show with a segment called Press Start. It's basically we go around the. It's usually a square, but tonight, because you're here, you're on top of the little rectangle down below. But usually we just talk about what we're playing currently, and maybe like a little bit of where we are in that game, or what we're looking forward to experience in that game or whatnot. So, do you want to start us off? What are you playing
Sure,
right
yeah.
now?
I've actually like I said, I come from a competitive background. I've only ever played games where you play against other people online or at least in person. And so I sat down with Shadow of Mordor recently because my little brother was like, "Here, you should try this." I am having so much fun. Like I
So
thought
good.
because I wasn't beating other people into submission that it wouldn't produce the same joy and satisfaction, but killing orcs is about the same thing, and I'm way better at that. So.
We actually do have a question in the chat. Pennant Fungus wants to know, will you be his girlfriend? I'm guessing the answer is no, Pennant.
Sorry.
Yeah. I don't think she dates gamer guys.
No, actually, I've my boyfriend of 9 years.
Oh,
is, he works at
burn.
Blizzard, so.
Oh, burn. Okay. All right, so she's taking Pennant, so sorry. All right, so you've been playing Morta. That's cool. That's very cool. Clowns, what have you been playing, man?
Mordor, 100% achievements. That's what I'm
Yeah.
going for.
How far are you? No spoilers, but yeah, how far?
I beat the game, and I'm
Oh.
still like 10 extra hours after just getting the achievements.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Though, I don't want to go out of the row here and steal the spotlight, but I've been playing that too, and I'm like 21 hours in, and I'm barely 50% through the game.
Wow.
So I've been doing a lot of it. I'm about 60% through the main story, but I've been going around and doing some of the side stuff too. So I mean, there's a lot to do in that game. I read some of the initial reviews, and they were kind of like, "Oh, well, there's not really a lot to do. There's only 20 missions." Don't listen to that. There's so much more to do, and it's so satisfying still, even 20 hours in, to kill the orcs the same damn way, with stealth or brutalizing them or whatever, what have you. So. Sorry, Chaos. I stole your spotlight. You were next, buddy. Go ahead.
Oh, you already know what I'm playing.
Oh, you brought it up. You brought it up.
No, I've actually been playing a lot of Flockers. Team 17 was so nice to give us a review copy, so I've been actually playing some of that and trying to get my review out for the site. So, and of course, the D word. So I'm not even gonna say it because I know everybody's done.
No, we're gonna say it in a few minutes, so you might as well start us off. But very cool, very cool. Yeah, Flockers is interesting. I want to see that review before I even consider it, but
I've never heard of it. What is it?
Oh,
it's actually if you've ever played Lemmings. Do you remember Lemmings?
A little bit.
Yeah, you got the
A
little.
little bit. Okay.
I was
pretty
into
much,
competitive already.
It's pretty much you get your sheep from point A to point B. You have different structures, different abilities to get them from point A to point B. It's sort of like a puzzle game, and the whole thing revolves around the whole Worms world because Team 17 made the Worms games,
Fun.
and so some of the weapons you use in those are actually the sheep. So you're actually the sheep you're using. It's really weird. Anyways, the whole goal of the game is trying to escape the factory. Each new level just offers, different mechanics. It's a pretty good game so far. I've been enjoying it.
So maybe
Yeah,
Seltzer
so-
will check out the review when it comes out on our site, right? Or
Absolutely.
guyswithquarters.com. You can check it out. All right, well that's cool. Flockers and Destiny. Assassin, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Defense Grid 2. Just making that review over at Four Guys with Quarters and XboxCulture.com. So, yeah.
Very cool. And I already said I've been playing Mordor. I stole the spotlight, sorry. But it's been all Mordor all the time for me if I'm not doing stuff for the show, but or other extracurriculars. But yeah, so it's been Mordor all day, every day, till 2 a.m. actually. Amazing Flying Squid mentioned in the chat that he watched me till 2 a.m. Thank you for sticking around that entire time, pal. Appreciate it. But yeah, so that's what we've been playing. So now we can move on to the D word that Chaos didn't want to mention, but Destiny. Specifically this week, we're gonna kind of change it up. We're not gonna talk about the patch that came out too much. We're gonna talk about how we've been wanting to make some videos for YouTube, but Bungie has some restrictions on their usage policy for some uploaded content. So we've been trying to navigate around that before we can put up any commentaries or any Let's Plays or anything. And so what was it exactly you can't do, clowns?
Well, especially if, you have like a commercial type website or anything like that, you need to get explicit permission beforehand. But according to their website, even for like personal stuff, they want you to talk over a lot of it because they want you to make it your own content, not just the gameplay itself, which, I mean, is completely understandable. And then they also outsource a lot of stuff like the music, and you need separate rights for the music.
Right. So that's a good point to mention GTA too. GTA is the same way. Like in GTA, if you are uploading a YouTube video and you have the radio on, you can get in some big trouble. They will send you a nasty letter about it. So if you have to really pay attention to what is going on screen and what is going on for your audience to hear. It's really for some newbies, if you will, it's really tough to navigate that kind of stuff. And when you're excited about a game like people are for Destiny and GTA and some of these big AAA titles, you just want to be able to upload your gameplay and just be like, look what I did. Like, let me talk about what my thought process was here and this, that, and the other thing. So
I think the other misconception is too, there's so many videos right now on YouTube. Everybody thinks, even myself, I thought, wow, everybody else has got a video. Why can't I have my own video on YouTube? So.
Right. So, have you guys run into this a lot, Seltzer? I know you guys work for Ubisoft technically, so you guys have all the rights in the world for that stuff, right?
Well, that was that was a recent debacle because we were until pretty recently our own YouTube channel. There was no reason to kind of put us under their umbrella, because we were just doing stuff all over the place. But we started doing these Just Dance cosplay videos, and they had 60 seconds of each song in there. And because of that, we got flagged. So we actually had to go into our company and, they flip some switches and do some stuff. And,
of course, yeah.
Put some magic dust in the air, and
Some
all of a sudden
mumbo-jumbo.
everything's okay. And, I'm just kind of like, wow. But it's interesting because you go online and you can see everyone else has got like a Pharrell happy full song. They got a full music, well produced video, and nothing's happening to them. So
Right.
I don't know. There's so much to learn about what hoops you have to kind of jump through with this stuff.
And
there
was go ahead.
I was going to say, speaking from experience, when I interned at Atlantic Records, it's like, it's not just the artist that's got to clear it, it's the record label, and then it's anybody else who worked with the artist that like did the beats or any type of the lyrics. So I mean, all those people have to clear it. It's a big process.
What were you gonna say, Chaos?
I was going to say that there was a Reddit thread from a pretty well-known community member from Destiny, and he even got a copyright ban on some of his videos. I believe he's more console gaming. So I mean, and that was straight up from Bungie. Like, and they even commented in the Reddit thread, we're sorry this happened. We're looking into fixing it. So I don't know if it's something they don't know about, or it's just Activision's or what, but I just didn't want to get banned. I believe so, yes. If I can bring up the thread here.
Yeah, I think I read that too, Chaos. Didn't Bungie, they apologized and tried to say that it wasn't necessarily them that flagged it, but it might have been Activision?
Right. I believe that's right, yes.
So, I mean, some companies are more lenient than others, even though their terms of use say otherwise. But I mean,
yeah, he was a pretty well-known community member, and somehow he got copyright banned.
Amazing Flying Squid in the chat says, for stuff on YouTube, I see often in the description they say they don't own the music. I don't know with the games. I don't think that necessarily flies. I mean, I've never seen that personally, but I don't think that necessarily flies. Like, you can't just have the music in there and then just write that in the description. I'm pretty sure, right? I mean, that's not gonna fly.
Well, what they do when they flag you for stuff like that is that artist or whoever it is has to submit to YouTube a sample, and it's like, okay, this is what you're listening for, and they put that in the robot, and the robot just automatically listens to any video and auto flags it.
Exactly.
So a lot of these times, like, we were still having that problem even though we were whitelisted. You know, it took a while for the computer to learn, like, I'll leave them alone. I don't know what it was, but you know, this is not people doing this most of the time. That's why Bungie was like, oh crap, you know, sorry, we didn't realize we probably uploaded a bunch of content
Right.
that you happen to match.
Right.
Even for our podcast, we had I put up the trailer for Forza Horizon 2, and I had it playing on the stage while we were talking about it, and there was no audio whatsoever, and we got flagged on Twitch. And I was like, holy cow, like, how is that even possible? And then we were talking amongst ourselves, and we were just like, oh, well, did somebody have music on in the background? It came through really softly, and I went back and listened to it, and there was no music audio. I just don't know how they're flagging people so precisely.
Could have been my kids in the background singing.
Oh, their beautiful voices, Chaos.
Well, my daughter, she's been watching a lot of Frozen, so she might have been singing the song from Frozen.
Turtle in the chat says he used to upload Guitar Hero and Guitar Hero videos, never had an issue. Yeah,
Are they still there though? A lot of my Guitar Hero friends got like screwed because they built empires on YouTube, like hundreds of thousands of followers on these Guitar Hero videos, and then bam, all muted. Like whenever they came in through and did that big sweep.
Very interesting. Turtle, you should check that out, see if they're still even there. Maybe they've been taken down while you've moved on to other games. But yeah, so we're gonna try to navigate the ban hammer of these companies, so to speak, and we're trying to get some videos up on our channel. But we don't have problems sending emails to people asking for permission. If they say no, they say no, and if they don't, then we got the permission, right? I mean, what else are we gonna do? I mean, there's a lot of legal jargon there. Like, the one for Destiny is not really too bad, but I did take a peek at the Ubisoft ones, and holy cow, they're like pages upon pages. She can't say anything, technically. But it's true. It's crazy.
Yeah, the best suggestion is, you know, before you post something, always check with the publishing company and check what their requirements are, because a lot of them will tell you now if you ask them.
Right, right.
I guess I've pretty much been lucky because most of my content was always Battlefield, or I think I did a few, Plants vs. Zombie videos. So I think I got lucky there. I just didn't getting, big time companies.
Right, right. So yeah, anything else about this topic? I mean, I felt like I don't want to say that we could just upload it and take our chances, but that's almost what I wanted to do initially. But now that I'm looking at this stuff, it's just like, don't even bother. Like, we want to keep our channel in good standing. We want to become more legitimate. Might as well go through the effort, take some time, read the stuff, do the emails. But you guys have never gotten any videos banned, have you? Other than the one that you spoke about?
I mean, yeah, totally.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
there was just like in the 10-year history, YouTube, all this stuff is recent. Like, they would implement, okay, we're gonna go back and we're gonna find all these songs and stuff. And before then, everyone would have kind of been like, yeah, whatever. So we have all these videos where people are just like rocking out to like the radio and stuff, and so we go back and now they're all just muted. But I mean, it was a simpler time.
Yep, it sure was. It sure was. Assassin, how you doing over there? I haven't heard from you in a while.
I'm good.
Oh, good.
Just,
All right.
yeah.
All right. All right, so can we move off that topic, go to the next one, guys? What do you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
All right. So now let's get to more newsy kind of stuff. We'll go to a little out of schedule here, or out of chronological order, if you will, and go to the deals with gold for this week for Xbox. 3 games for Xbox One: Rayman, Worms, Battlegrounds, and Outlast. Have you played any of those games, Seltzer?
What is that again? That sounded all unfamiliar.
Rayman Legends. Have you ever played a Rayman game?
Oh yeah, I've played Rayman Legends, of course. I actually played that on the iPad. It's really fun.
Oh really?
Yes,
I didn't even know it was
fun.
on the
Yeah.
iPad.
Oh, it's silly.
Yeah, it's 40% off right now on the store, on the Xbox store. So, you think that's worth it? $23.99. I mean, how much is it on the iPad? It's probably way cheaper.
The iPad game, it's a totally different game on the iPad.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
All right.
Yes, but yeah, I mean that stuff you can play those games for forever.
And then they've got Worms Battlegrounds, which is like just the Worms franchise. Have you ever played a Worms game before?
The Worms games, yeah, those are some early ones where you'd have everybody over the house and you'd take turns blowing each other up and killing each other. So that's fond memories there. But nobody ever comes over and plays. You can play that online, right?
Yep, sure can.
Well, then
Yep.
there you go. Yes, totally.
That one's 40% off as well. It's $14.99 for all those looking for a discount on that. I can't believe it was $25. Like some of these Xbox games that are coming on the market, these digital titles, these indies are so expensive. But $14.99, I might pick that up. And Outlast is. Have you ever played Outlast?
Nah, that one I don't know.
Oh,
It's
okay.
Outlast.
Sassy, you want to explain Outlast for?
It's made by Red Barrel Games. It's a first-person horror game.
Oh yeah, hell no, that's why I haven't played it. I hate the horror games. I had to play The Evil Within today I'm like, I get sick and I'm like, I can't do anymore, guys. How 15 minutes enough? Like,
Wow. Yeah, some people can do it, and some people, Assassin actually he has a PS4 as well, and he was streaming Outcast one time, and we caught him on stream screaming like a little girl. And
Ah!
Yo,
Oh,
I was there.
Oh.
I was there.
no,
You
I
screamed
never
like a little
screamed like a
girl.
little girl.
Yeah, she
Do I
did.
You
sound
play
like
a lot
I
of
scream?
horror?
I love horror.
Oh.
he watches horror movies for fun.
Like-
No, the horror
I
movies
love
are
it.
awesome. I'll watch horror movies all day, but I can't make myself make the choices that these horror people make in these scary games.
Yeah.
Silent Hill, I would have been out of there. I would have been like done. No.
Hmm. Yeah.
Did you end up playing the demo for the new Silent Hill?
No, I don't have a PlayStation. I wish.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, those are the games. Are we gonna pick any of those up, guys? Clowns, come on, you're gonna pick one of those up, right?
I'm thinking about Rayman. I mean, I love Rayman.
Yeah,
I think
dude.
either from the Dreamcast or Sega Saturn. It was one of them when I got my first Rayman.
I'm thinking Worms. Worms looks good.
Yeah, for 15
Like just
bucks.
that looks like a bunch of fun. Like if we did a live stream together, we could probably do that.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna pick up Worms. I'm not gonna lie. The other two, Rayman. See, Seltzer, you don't know this, but I always brag about how my library has games that you can take out for 3 weeks, and they have Xbox One and Xbox 360 games, so you can take those out and not pay anything, essentially. So that one's actually at the library.
Oh yeah,
So I could take that out instead of buying Rayman. But the other two,
that's good. I support libraries, so you're fine.
there you go.
That's badass. I didn't know libraries did.
I know. They've got a huge selection of Xbox One. They almost have the entire Xbox One library.
My library sucks. All it's got is Nintendo 64.
That's still badass, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
but when you ain't got a Nintendo 64,
So yeah, so those are the deals. Xbox 360, I guess we'll mention quickly. But a couple RPGs. They've got Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, and Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning, which I never played, but shout out to Kurt Schilling. I am from Boston, so that was his company that failed miserably. Shout out to him, though. Have you played any of those ones, Seltzer? Dragon Age games and all
Nah.
that stuff?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, those games are a pretty deep discount, like 67 to 75% or something like that discount. So go pick those up if you're interested in those RPGs.
Dragon Age is like got a huge following, right?
Huge
That's-
following.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it
new one comes out
does.
pretty soon.
All right, I might finally have to find out what that's all about.
Yeah, maybe you'll have to take one for the team, for the Frag Dolls team, and play that one. All right, so that's the informational deals with gold, if you will, the discrete, concrete information. But now we're going to talk about how deals with gold and games with gold fares against Steam deals. They're trying to compete with Steam, I feel. Steam often has a great reputation of having great deals. Their summer, fall deals, Black Friday. They have deals they call it something different every week, and they have a deal. Something's always free or really discounted. And then us console gamers, we're getting, 30% or 40% discounts on games that arguably no one wants. So, I thought this would be perfect to talk to our guest about, since she is primarily a PC gamer. So, do you usually take part in the Steam sales, or you usually go buck wild when those come on? Or?
See, I actually fixate on like 4 or 5 games, and I play Hearthstone, I play Heroes, I play a couple games on the Xbox One. So it's really rare for me to have so many games in my library right now. Like, I've just picked up a lot of games on my mobile. I've just picked up, a couple games for, these shows that the Frag Dolls do, these horror games and things like that. So I'm rapidly expanding my available game library, and Steam is just a total enabler. It is horrible because people are like, oh yeah, what's this? And we're all checking it out, and the girls are all like, oh, I'll buy it for $2, and they're like, I'll buy it for $2. I'm like, oh. Peer pressure, I'm peer pressured into buying so many games. They're cheap, so I don't know.
Right.
My Steam games are mine forever, right? Or did we find out, did Steam ever decide if you can gift them in a will? That was up for debate at one point.
What?
I'm not sure. Assassin, do you know anything about that?
No.
He knows. See, the problem
Your
is
Steam account dies with you.
yeah, right. I thought there was some sort of family sharing. If anyone in the chat knows, let us know the answer to this, because unfortunately, I'm not a huge PC gamer. I play I have Diablo 3 on the PC, but my Steam library is lacking. My brother has a pretty expansive Steam library, but most of those games are bought on Steam sales and not touched, but bought nonetheless. Yeah, see, the Jizzle says in the chat, do what the rest of us do, buy it and then never play it.
So I wish there were a way to gift a game if you've played less than 2 hours of it. Because that's the other problem. It's oh, I'm not going to use this, but let me just the guilt of this unplayed game should go to somebody else.
Right. That's a good point. Turtle says Steam games can't be shared to another account. If you lose your account, say bye games. Oh, that's a good point. I can bring a nice little personal story. I had my old Steam account associated with my college email, and when my college email evaporated because of my graduation, I lost access to it, and I told them the password, and even though I had the password, they wouldn't budge, so I lost a good part of my Steam library. I mean, it wasn't anything too extensive. One of Seltz's favorites were in there, though, Team Fortress 2.
Dude, you lost all your vintage gear.
Yeah, I know. It was all my Half-Life 2 games, and stuff like that, Counter-Strike, all that stuff. I lost all that. So it was sad for a little while, but yeah, so I guess I did know the answer to that question, but thank you, Turtle, for answering it for us in the chat. So what do you think, Seltzer? Are you familiar with deals with gold and games with gold?
I mean, I have Xbox Live Gold, and that's about the extent of my understanding of any of this stuff. I log in and I play. I pay every year, and I buy the new Call of Duty, and then I play an hour of everything, and then I get intimidated by the Xbox. And I don't like the Kinect. I leave that unplugged. That's scary too.
Yep, my Kinect.
I'm learning to love it again. Right? Oh, so do you talk to it? It's hello, good morning, clowns. Yep. Oh.
Yeah.
Good morning, clowns.
my daughter loves it, and she actually has it programmed to recognize her. So if I'm playing something and she walks in the room, all of a sudden she just logs in, and I see her name at the top, and I get kicked out of the party chat all the time.
Yeah. The one time I did,
It likes her.
I did have my Kinect on for the podcast. I think I had to get up to get a drink. The Kinect actually followed me around my house, so the podcast seen my entire house. It was.
It was
yeah.
It moves. It's motorized. I didn't know.
The
that.
old one is.
Yeah.
The old
Yeah.
one is. The Xbox 360 version of the Kinect is, but the new one, it's so high resolution that it just focuses on your face. It doesn't actually move, but it pans to the camera.
Yeah.
It can see in the dark too, right?
Yes, it can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Infrared.
Oh, she's tingling, for God's sake.
I don't like any of this.
Her.
It stays unplugged facing the wall. I'm really.
Yeah. But yeah, games with gold is get a free game every month version of Deals with Gold. So Deals with Gold is every week. And then you get, like we just talked about, you get the discounts on those games that we talked about. But Games with Gold, you get a free game every month. And usually, pretty much every time, right? There hasn't been a full retail game that has come free yet. It's always been just indies. And a lot of them are just indies that no one plays or likes. So like Crimson Dragon, are you familiar with that game?
Was that an old airplane flying game?
No.
No. I'm
Something like
mistaken.
that. That's what I
It's-
was thinking.
It's a spin-off of Panzer Dragoon. Do you remember what that is? It's like flying on the back of like pterodactyls and like shooting things in midair. It was bad. It was just straight up bad, and they gave that away for free 2 months in a row. So what I was wanting to know from you is that, like, the Steam deals are viewed very positively from everyone, right? You've never heard anything negative about Steam deals, right?
I mean, only in that they take people's money. But yeah, I mean, I don't follow it that closely. But what I do think is the difference is it happens so often that it's always changing, and there's always an opportunity where it sounds like Xbox. It's like, oh, here's your monthly. You know, we didn't put a whole lot of thought into this, and then you have to wait a whole other month before you get another opportunity. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not actually too familiar with how the Xbox Gold deals work. So thank you for filling me in.
Yeah,
As you did.
no problem, no problem. That is kind of how it is. We usually talk every month. We have when we do the show and Games with Gold comes out. The week before the Games with Gold comes out, we usually talk about what we think it's gonna be, and it's never that. You know what I mean? It's like something that would be completely plausible. Like, for instance, Rise, Son of Rome. That game came out at launch, didn't do terribly well, got, like, you know, fair reviews, good and bad from here and there. And we're waiting as console gamers for that first free game that you're going to give away to us for subscribing to Xbox Live Gold every year for $60. And then it comes up, and it's Crimson Dragon. Or Chariot. Like, that was the latest one to be off. It was, like, Chariot. And, it's starting to get a bad rap. You know, people are starting to realize that they're trying to compete with Steam, and it's just not working out. You know, so and like the deals with Gold, some weeks will be, for instance, one week it was like the for something you'd be more familiar with, the Call of Duty voiceover things, like the Snoop Dogg. Remember the Snoop Dogg voiceover thing? Like that was like half off. That was one of the 3 or 4 deals they offered that week. Was making
That scared my daughter.
Did it really?
Yep.
Yeah, so that was one of the. So I think as console gamers, we're looking for something more substantial, you know, or like a deal on a great game, you know, if only for a week, like just to spur up sales for a AAA title, or not necessarily a AAA, but like a title that was maybe released, you know, a few months ago, didn't do too well, but some people want to play it. Instead of just these games that got terrible reviews and they're trying to like force down our throats, essentially. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's disappointing. You know, you're just waiting for like the final payoff, something that's gonna make it worth it. It's just like a wah wah, like
wah wah.
So, but you actually get that game. I can't believe they gave the same game away 2 months in a row.
Yep, 2 months in a row.
They got nothing they give away for free. I mean, you know what they do have to do, though? And I did find this out. When you give stuff away for free, when you give away even, like, skins or, you know how MOBA games, they sell skins or they sell mounts and things like that in World of Warcraft? Every time you give one of those away, that company has to pay taxes on that.
Ooh.
And so, like, you know, it's not like they can just be like, this game is free, we're not going to get any money for it. It's like, this game is free, we're not going to get any money for it, but we're still going to have to pay taxes on it as if we were. So not that a big company like Microsoft, you know, you would think they'd be more cool with that, but
wow, I definitely didn't know that. That may change my opinion on it.
That's a good point.
Yeah, holy cow.
That's a very good point.
The most upset on the panel was Assassin. Whenever it comes out, Assassin's usually the one that's always on that information, and we're in the party chat, and randomly he'll just be like, "Free game of the month is Chariot." God damn it! Like.
Yep.
But I just wish that it was more like Steam, damn it. Just make it more like Steam, Microsoft. Come on now. You're just as big, if not bigger. Like
again, if they had gone to the original plan for the Xbox One, going the digital, I think we would have seen something closer to Steam than what we have right now.
That's true. That's true. If we had had an all-digital console, might have had deals, but then all the retailers would have cried. That's probably what happened behind closed doors. No insider information about that, but
I don't know.
she doesn't even know.
I don't.
Uh,
They don't tell me anything.
All right. So, anything else on that topic from the guys? No.
Assassin hasn't like said a word.
Yeah, I feel
Uh,
bad.
I said a few things.
I feel like I'm taking away Assassin's thunder. I'm speaking too much. Assassin, you want to say something? Go ahead.
I think we should vote for the free stuff or deals with gold. We should vote.
That would be
That's,
incredible, actually. If they offered
That's-
4 choices, say, or 3, and you get to vote for them.
Let the people talk. You know?
Are you saying that towards me? Like I'm not letting you talk right now?
No. Like, people as in Xbox Live members or PlayStation members or
No, I
who
hear
knows?
I hear you. No, I hear you. At least it's... I don't know. At least they're giving something away, right? Can't
Yeah.
be too greedy. So yeah, I guess that's all we have on that topic. So we can move on a little bit to more Xbox bundles. So are you familiar, Seltzer, with Microsoft offering a bunch of bundles? Like they bundled Madden and gave it for free with new consoles.
Yeah.
And that came
So
out,
when you sell the console, there's a couple different options you can get with it.
right, exactly. So now there's a new one. Actually, 2. Assassin's Creed Unity is gonna come free, packed in, from your
That's
your
awesome.
boys at Ubisoft. All right.
And Black Flag.
Oh, that's true. It comes. Not
Yeah,
only
and
does it
Black
come
Flag.
with Unity, it comes with Black Flag.
But not Rogue? Question mark. I don't know.
Well, Rogue.
Nah, you can't give both away.
That's Well, that's true. Rogue is Rogue coming to PC now? Did I read that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Wow.
want to say I'm somewhat certain that the answer is yes.
Yes, I think it is. Yes. Holy cow, dude! They're just expanding that franchise like crazy. I mean, it's a good franchise. They should, but holy cow. Anyway,
I
that
love Assassin's Creed. Man. I love it.
yeah, dude. I'm gonna be getting Unity. I feel cheated though. I mean, shouldn't people feel cheated? They bought early adopters, and then you get the console for if you bought it for $500, it came with no game, and then all of a sudden there's a $400 version that comes with 2 games.
But this one doesn't come with a Kinect, right?
Does not come with a Kinect. That's well, there's 2 bundles. There's one with the Kinect and one without the Kinect. So the one with the Kinect is $500. Comes out on November 2nd in the U.S., November 4th in Europe. It comes with the Kinect, the 2 Assassin's Creed games, and Dance Central Spotlight, just thrown in, just for a little frosting, a little topping on the cake. Even though it's only $10 title. But the one with no Kinect is $400. It comes out in the same days, the 2nd in the U.S., the 4th in Europe. It comes with both the games. And I think that's awesome. I think that's so cool. Like, for people who are on the fence about an Xbox, you need to go out and get an Xbox. I mean, this is a great deal, right? I mean, this is just so positive for consumers. Oh, Little Turtle says Rogue is 360, PS3, and PC. Well, there you go. There you go. And the Jizzle says they're giving away Unity with standard solid-state drives. Well,
And that would be why they're not giving away Rogue with the Xbox One.
that would be
Yep,
why.
There, that would be it.
That would be why. So what do we think about the bundles, guys?
Well, I wanted to ask,
Yeah, please.
Salsa real quick. Have you had a chance to play Unity at all?
Yeah, we've had that's one of the games that when we bring the cadets to events, we had to train them on. So they would stand there, and for a while before, when it was really early, before anyone could get their hands on, they would stand there and they would play and show people. And so we got to get our hands on it before like most anyone, and it's so cool. Like, I'm just getting into games that are like this, but I haven't seen any that look like Unity. With the crowds and everything going on in the streets and how beautiful it is, and it's pretty exciting to play.
Did you guys
How many
play?
hours?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Clowns.
Oh, that's all right. How many hours have you played so far?
Oh, like, 45 minutes to get your hands on of it. So, I have no concept of the depth of the game and stuff like that. Just, it was to show off a couple of features. You had to do a very particular walk down a certain way to show off, like, here's the fight, here's this option, here's this. And it's just really neat.
Was it on PC?
This was on, I think, a PlayStation.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. So it looked
It might have been an
gorgeous.
Xbox. I only held it for a little while.
Right, okay. Yeah, no problem. So it looked good, though. The graphics were really good.
Yeah, it looks really like threads and the fabric and stuff. I don't play and I play on the PC. I play in like a windowed mode with the res all down and I'm trying to get the best performance. So I don't often play games that are just like beautiful and fancy.
Yeah. I saw that picture of you, though. You have an Alienware, don't you?
Yeah, I totally got the laptop is great for it. But again, like I'm playing that's why I crank the resolution down because, even if I'm playing on a desktop, you want I don't know. From Team Fortress 2, old habits die hard.
Yeah, no kidding. I used to do that all the time, too. Just bump the res down and get the maximum FPS. I would do that all the time. I'd play in 640 by 480 all the time, and people would walk in and be like, what the hell are you doing? That looks like shit. And I'd just be like, dude,
You're
wait.
like, oh, I'm kicking ass. I just need the 1 pixel of his head, and I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
We got a quick question from Turtle in the chat to Seltzer.
Oh, go ahead. What is it?
Is it better than the last few? I have not played enough of it to determine that. I'm sure it's on par, but everyone has like their particular favorites, like even their favorite time periods and stuff. I'm a big fan of Italy, so I like Ezio and all that. And,
Seltzer, did you try any of the
right.
Assassin's Creed's multiplayer, like the player versus player?
I had for Black Flag. I haven't played for Unity at all.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Assassinate questions for Seltzer really quick.
No.
Poor guy.
Jesus.
Poor guy.
Sucks.
So yeah, that's Assassin's Creed Unity. It's coming with consoles. That's so cool. And to clarify, you can buy it on the 2nd, but they come as download codes, so you get the digital copies of both these. So don't try selling it back to GameStop or anything. You've got it forever. They're digital versions of both. So you can pre-download it though. What's cool is if you buy it before the 11th question mark. That's when it comes out, right? 11/11. You can pre-download it and pre-order it, obviously, because you've already purchased it through the bundle. But yeah, so that's kind of cool. So you guys will have it digitally. So yeah.
Maybe you missed the boat. If you had done that at PAX, you would have gotten a T-shirt and like one of those like hidden blade things.
No way, really?
Oh,
Yeah, man.
wow.
Oh, dude, I want to go to PAX East so bad. That's right around the corner. From
Always pre-order your games though. That's when you're gonna get the most out of it.
me. Really?
Yeah.
So when you pre-order them though at PAX, do you pre-order them through the company like Ubisoft or whatnot, or do you pre-order them? How do you do it? It's not vendors,
Yeah, like
right?
there will be a booth set up. Like Ubisoft will have their booth, and along one side it'll be a desk and just computers and people there to help you pre-order games.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's really cool.
Like all the swag that you can get behind them.
That's awesome. Oh, I cannot wait. I definitely want to go to PAX East now. Are you gonna be going to
Yeah.
PAX East?
I believe so. That's one of the ones we always end up doing.
Whoop whoop. All right.
Maybe we'll bring the animal fighting cage back. You can come fight a snow leopard.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I want to go to that so bad. We got a question in the chat for Seltzer. Do you really like Seltzer or something? Awful question, I know, but it's
Yeah,
killing me.
that was it. I was joining a clan and my old tag was just terrible, and so I was like, I'll be Seltzer because I had like 40 of the cans around me, like a hoarder. So it was the most uncreative thing possible, but I really like it.
That's cool. So there you go, Jizzle. That's how it came about. I mean, is Seltzer? Is there even another thing that would be called Seltzer? I think that's the only thing that's called Seltzer, Jizzle. Just to,
Yeah, just bubbly water.
that's it.
I've never met another Seltzer. There's actually a girl named Rachel Seltzer is her last name, and she's an MMA fighter, so I got that going for me.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Just a quick follow-up question from the Jizzle. He wants to know what you think of Surge. Do you know what Surge is?
Yeah, I drank a lot of Surge at one point, and I don't think I would ever want to go back to that point. That was a dark time.
Did you know it's back? They're selling it on Amazon now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any cans around me, but I must admit I did purchase some. He
It's the
says,
nostalgia factor.
yeah, exactly, right? You see that can, you see that green can, you see that Surge unique font on the front, and you're just like, take me back to the 90s, please. Jizzle says, it's the greatest thing ever. Yeah, I don't think it's the greatest thing ever, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, let's move on to the next topic before we run out of time here.
Yeah, I think we're losing time already.
No, we're going to make it. We're definitely going to make it. We only have a couple more things. New retail games coming out this week that have come out. Only 3. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, Walking Dead Complete First Season, and The Evil Within, which Salsa already said that she was playing a little bit of. She just can't even say anything about it. She's, ugh. We all
Never
want
played a game like that. Did you play it? You guys,
No,
Assassin, you like the horror games? Are you getting that?
I want it, don't have the cash.
Oh.
I mean, just wait for the Xbox sale. Like, this is a game that it's. I mean, I don't know. I wish I could give you mine. Like, I'm so upset.
Really?
I've played less than 2 hours. Where's my Steam gifting thing? Like, you just have to you run away, and then like if you fail, you die horribly, and then you try again. It's the worst reward system ever. You never accomplish anything.
Yeah. Does it remind you of anything though? Because for me personally, it reminds me of like Resident Evil 4.
See, I never played that, but I used to have the screensaver where you would go down these brick hallways and eventually find like a smiley face, and then it would flip you over. And that's what it reminds me of. It's like endless, and I'm just running away, and something is probably scary behind me.
Wow, that is an old school screensaver. That was like Windows 95 right there. That is quite the reference. But yeah, Evil Within, out of these 3 games, is the one I'm really looking to get. What about the other guys out of these 3?
Evil Within.
Yeah, Evil Within. I'm a big fan of Resident Evil 4, and I think the guy who made Resident Evil 4 is behind Evil Within, so yeah.
Assassin, what were you saying, buddy?
Evil Within. I'll probably make it like my little baby, just hold it in my arms and play it.
See,
Oh my goodness.
Assassin has a really close relationship to video games, and that's why he acts like that, so don't mind him. Clowns, what do you think, man? Which one of these 3?
To be honest with you, Sleeping Dogs, if anything, but I'm worried about what Turtle was saying about some of the bugs in that. Walking Dead, I don't know. I'm not so sure on that. Evil Within, definitely not. I'm not like a big horror game fan.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I'm gonna go a little bit off this, but I'm more excited about the Pinball FX2 South Park tables.
Ooh, that just came out recently too. Yeah, we've got a review copy of that. We're gonna throw something on the site. Shout out to Zen Studios, they're awesome. We've got a review copy, and we'll be throwing something on the site about that. Maybe we'll do a YouTube video about it, and we'll be checking to see if we can post your stuff, Zen. So don't worry.
No embargoes on that.
Oh, no embargoes. All right, Clown says no embargoes, so we're all good. So yeah, that's what's new at retail. Oh, one game that I definitely wanted to bring up that's a new indie. Oh, Turtle says Forza 5 Complete Edition. It's actually called Game of the Year Edition, I think, Turtle. But we talked about that last podcast, so they're finally putting it out. It's about damn time.
Is that with the free Nürnberger ring? You get the map.
Yeah, that's free.
Yeah.
That's free anyway. That was a free map.
Oh.
Anyway, it comes with a Top Gear, like it comes with 10 car pack, a Top Gear pack. It comes with all of the other maps that were released and a bunch of other cars and stuff. So, but that particular map was free anyway. So, but
Sweet.
kudos for your Forza knowledge.
Oh yeah, it's actually pronounced Forza.
Oh, there we go. There you go.
It's like the Zen therapy of video games. Like I'm just gonna do the loop for like 6. Oh, I fucked up. Back. Like yeah.
So
I love that
true.
game.
Assassin gets lost in that game, right, Assassin?
No.
No, I don't mean lost like on the track. I mean you get into it. And no, you're
Yeah.
actually not too bad. You're not too bad, but your driver time in Forza Horizon says average, so gotta step it up. One game that actually 2 that I definitely want to get Celta's opinion on. First one, Duck Dynasty. What the hell are they doing releasing this game? Did you see anything about this?
Kim Kardashian is making millions. I realize I know nothing about video games anymore. I just say to go, run, fly with it. If is it Duck Hunt? Because if it's not Duck Hunt, then it doesn't make any.
There
See,
is
that's the same thing I said. Duck Hunt. Right there.
there is a little bit of duck hunting in it, but it cannot hold a candle to the NES version of Duck Hunt. Not at all. It's basically you just act out the show. And it's $50 and it's an indie title. It's just really crazy. I mean, some people
I don't
have been
understand.
yeah. I don't even understand the appeal. I don't watch the show. I mean, the show. I guess the show's a little bit funny, but it's just they just made this. What a cash cow, honestly. I know Assassin's gonna get Duck Dynasty, right?
Hell no.
Poor guy. So yeah, there's Duck Dynasty that came out this week. Also, I know a game. I'm pretty sure Seltzer plays Borderlands? Question mark. No? Oh, I know the Frag Dolls. One of the Frag Dolls.
Pixel definitely does. She actually did an awesome top 5 video, which is the most I ever have learned about Borderlands. So it was helpful.
She did the top 5 pre-sequel.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Very cool. Yeah, go check that out, guys. Turtle says it's not indie. It's a full retail game about Duck Dynasty. I don't think it is. Is it?
It's
Yeah.
it's supposed to be a
$50.
full
Yeah.
game. Yeah, it's a
They
full
gotta
game.
sell it in Walmart. Believe me. Like,
That's probably
they gotta
the only place
package
they're
it, put
selling
that on the
it.
shelf.
Yeah, no. That's probably the only place they're selling it, and they're probably all out of it at every Walmart.
It's gonna
location.
be big in this part of Florida. Let me tell you.
You think so?
It's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be huge out here.
Dude, I went to GameStop and I didn't find it. That's why I thought it was indie.
Everybody will buy the
I
game
didn't mean to.
and not even have the
I didn't mean
system.
to.
They'll
I
just
didn't mean
buy
to.
the game.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, Borderlands pre-sequel came out. Clowns actually got a chance to play that. What do you think about it, Clowns?
You know, I'm a big Gearbox fan. I'm a big Borderlands fan, and I guess Borderlands 2 spoiled me. And I just don't get it about the pre-sequel. I mean, it just feels like it's something that should have been extended to Borderlands 2, I guess. With that said, I mean it's still a nice Borderlands game, but it just doesn't hit that craving for Borderlands 2.
I hear you. What was the any first impressions from Pixel about the pre-sequel, like how she was liking it or whatnot, or?
I think she's just having a lot of fun. Like, that game is so smart. The writing is so good. I was a big fan of the YouTube series that he used to write for Hey Ash, What You Playing before the game came out.
Oh,
and
yeah.
So like
yep.
I love those humor. Like, it's so good.
Yeah, Borderlands 2 humor was incredible, and whenever we would compare, and we did it on the show a little bit, and it was hard not to, we compared Borderlands to Destiny a little bit, and we talked about just the humor and the story and how much better it was in Borderlands and Destiny. Some people will give us flack for that, but honestly, like, it's just so much fun to play Borderlands on a humor level as well as on, you know, entertaining yourself. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the thin little bit of like Shadow of Mordor that keeps me, because I'm just like A like all through the dialogue. I don't care. I'm not interested in the story. I just want to shoot things or kill things. But you know, they're funny in some games, and that keeps my attention better than anything else.
Exactly. And I think that's when people are giving pre-sequel a bad review just because it's the same old stuff over and over. It's like, if it ain't broke, you don't necessarily have to fix it. And I think Clowns, like, I agree with you, dude. It's the same old thing. So, you know, you're itching for more. You're itching for something different. But I mean, Borderlands 2 is just so successful that if they're gonna they should have released one on the next gen consoles, I think. But if they were gonna release one on the old gen, like, why not just continue what's worked for them? You know?
Sorry, guys. My daughter is over here. She's excited.
Oh, she's going nuts. Oh, she's waving again.
Yeah, she's a little excited.
She's so excited to have Seltzer on.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll be a frag doll one day. Would
True.
you allow that, Clowns? As her father, would you proudly allow that?
I don't see a problem with it at all. I think it's a positive promotion for girls in the industry. I think it's great. It's probably a great start to get in the industry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, 7 years ago, I was like, man, I want to be a frag doll. So, like, when it happened that much longer later, I was like, oh my, like, it's an institution at this point.
Nice.
A lot of cool women have come through this, the frag doll funnel.
That's true. Very true. Clowns, when I asked you that question, I was kind of like meaning, you're gonna let your little baby go to all these events and fight in rings and
I
dress up and cosplay and.
I don't see a problem with it. Like,
All right, cool.
I really don't. I think it's it's a positive outlet. It's better to be doing something positive than something negative.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah, maybe we can get Seltzer to talk to your daughter a little bit more about that. Maybe she'd be really excited to talk to her a little more. Wait, quick question for Seltzer. Are you getting the new Call of Duty game, and would you be up for a 1v1 match?
Oh my goodness, Turtle.
So, yes, I'm getting the new Call of Duty game, but no, because it'll be mean to me and laugh at me. I'm not the best. Like, that's why I went on like a gamer TV show and I lost, and I was like, I'm not the best, so I'm gonna host the events. I'm gonna interview the gamers. I'm not gonna rely on playing to make money, and that was a wise decision. So there's actually I did a Call of Duty Friday Night Fights when they used to have that Call of Duty Elite package, and it was like one of those like. Nobody saw it because nobody bought the package, and it was only out there. And they're literally making fun of me, Hastro and Fwiz. They're like, "Oh, she's still camping in the corner, like you're dying in the same spot like 6 times." I'm like, our whole strategy was I'm not even gonna die. Just we collect the tags, so we're like, we'll jump off the edge. They can't get our tags. Like, no.
Nice.
We lost. Spoiler.
Oh my god, that's good. That's awesome. But yeah, so Turtle, you would probably destroy her, and she's probably not gonna get it for Xbox. So.
Oh yeah, Xbox One, of course.
Oh, she'll get it for Xbox One, of course, she says. Alright, let's go on to, I think, the second to last topic, so we can get done within an hour and 5. Talk about Fantasia a little bit, Assassin. I want to get you in on this. You know,
God.
Fantasia Music Evolved, that demo came out this week. Talk about that really quick.
Well, I only got to play it for, 4 minutes before the podcast. I mean, it started it up. Since my Kinect is, 3 feet from where I can stand, it couldn't really pick me up. But it was, the whole demo was a tutorial, and it's like, move your arms, up, sideways, hold things in the air. I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing? Especially when they couldn't pick me up. So I'm like failing. I'm like, woo, and nothing happened. I'm like, come on now. And then, I mean, if you failed, like I did, miserably, the music just slowed down. It was all depressing and stuff because there was no music going on. But when you did it right, it was like, woo, music. But I mean, I'll probably play it more. Actually, move back.
Yeah, move your Kinect, dude. We need you to be the one to play this game.
Yeah.
We need your expert opinion on Fantasia.
Yeah. Well, where the Kinect is now, it hardly sees me, but which is nice because if the NSA was watching and they,
Oh goodness.
they
oh my
were
God.
like, if they're watching me, like moving my arms, like, why am I interesting? But
That's
whatever.
true. That's true. Do you know anything about this, Seltzer, about Fantasia? It's from it's from Harmonix, the same guys that did Rock Band.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a new music rhythm game, but it's really freaky. The Jizzle says it's probably terrible. Turtle says he's so excited and wrote Fantasia in all caps. So clearly the chat is a little divided on enthusiasm for this game. But what do the other guys think about this? Fantasia, have you guys looked into this at all?
I haven't peeped it at all, to be honest with you.
They announced this like a very long time ago. This is, long coming. This has been hyped up a little, not too much, but a little bit. It's sponsored by Disney, obviously, Fantasia. But so I'm assuming that's what it kind of is. I haven't played it yet either, but I'm assuming it's kind of like that, where the movie, as Assassin aptly explained, you just wave your arms around and music happens. But
my daughter would love that.
yeah, well, we should get your daughter to play it, and we can have her write something for the site. Right?
There
Salsa,
we go.
you approve of that right there? She approves.
Oh yeah.
She approves. So, yeah, that's Fantasia. I had to get that in, though. I absolutely had to get that in. I know not a lot of us know about it, but that demo came out. Go check it out. Shout out to Harmonix. Alright, so the last thing we're going to talk about for this week is the October dashboard update for Xbox that Seltzer is dreading turning her Xbox on for, so she doesn't have to wait 40 minutes. I think it's only like Not even a gigabyte. I don't know
Fast
exactly.
one? Okay.
I don't know
It's just
exactly.
every time I'm like, I want to play a game. Oh, it's just never instant. I have like a 20-second attention span.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you churn, well, I don't know if it would work for this update since it's a big one, but usually if you churn on the instant on mode on your Xbox, it downloads all the updates in the background. So you won't have to turn your Xbox on to update it; it'll automatically update Seltzer. So maybe that would be in the cards
All
for
right,
you.
all right, whatever.
Nice, I'm convincing her. All right, it's working. It's working. So yeah, things in the update, just really quick to go over it. You can now snap messages and have a threaded message on the side while you're playing a game. So you know
No, the unsnapping, stop that crap.
you don't like that? You don't like the snapping?
I only ever do it by accident.
Oh. Assassin's shaking his head. He's shaking his head. Don't
Now,
you?
are you a pro snapper? You can snap
I
it
snap
when-
everything.
Ooh! Oh my God!
With the music
You're on another
app,
snapping level. I can't.
he's always snapping that music app.
Yep. I have that music.
So you can snap like a bunch of stuff now. It's not just snapping party anymore or music. You can snap messages. You can snap friends lists to see what people are doing at all moments of your gameplay, which I don't really understand that too much, but you can quickly join parties and join games and whatnot, you know, just by switching over to the Snapped app. And then you can snap like achievements to have your achievement list up while you're playing the game to see you know, what you're getting close to unlocking for achievements. I think that's pretty cool. What else is in the October update that I'm missing? Assassin or Clowns or Chaos?
DLNA, whatever. I forget.
Oh, the DLNA sharing? Yeah, you can share movies now to your Xbox and watch them on your TV that are like .mkvs or stuff that's on your home server or whatnot.
With the media player app.
With the media player app, yeah. Do you watch movies on consoles or anything, or Netflix or any of that stuff, Seltzer?
Oh yeah, we got the Netflix.
Yeah, so do you watch it through like an Xbox or a game console, or do you just do it through your TV?
Oh no, right through the Xbox.
See, this
Got Hulu and everything on there. Yeah, Twitch.
See, so that's who they're trying to target, people who watch these video services. I think it's a good ad, the media library. I mean, we talked last week about Plex. Are you familiar with Plex?
No, what's up?
Plex is like a video sharing service. It's like a XBMC, so you can do a lot of sharing from like your home server that has your library on it. You can share it to your Xbox, and it just beautifies it all and pulls a bunch of information like Rotten Tomatoes ratings and descriptions and cast lists and gives you a very nice layout of your entire library. And Clowns is really into it. Clowns is the one who knows most about it, so he could probably explain it better if you want.
Yeah,
Clowns.
basically, just to wrap it up real quick, it's
Yeah.
like a media sharing app. If you got files on your computer, like anything that you have on your computer, you could run their server and then stream it to your Xbox with the Plex app on the Xbox. But let's say like when you were away, like at the Comic-Con or whatever, and you wanted to watch something on your phone, but didn't have anything there with you, you could just load up your Plex app on your phone, and it'll connect to your home library, and you can watch anything that's on your computer if your computer's still streaming.
Damn.
So stuff like that's what Plex is. That came to the Xbox last week, or I think it was last week. But now with this media sharing thing that Assassin just brought up, the DLNA, you can share from your home server. Like if you have a computer with a bunch of movies on it and you want to watch it on your Xbox in the other room, you can now natively do that. So that came in the update. What else am I missing, Assassin?
I think you pretty much covered it, unless the Friends tab was added in this for...
Oh yeah, no, that was too. No, you're right. No, you're right, Clowns. Good call. There's a whole new section on the dashboard now for just friends, and it shows like a leaderboard of the past 30 days of gamer score, so you can compete. You can see how people's gamer scores have changed. So, like the person at the top, it'll say like plus 1,800 gamer score within the past 30 days, and then the second person will be like plus 1,730 gamer score. So you see where you are amongst your friends to see how much gamer score you've earned in the past month. You know what I mean? So yeah, so there's that. That was a good ad, Clowns. You enjoy that, don't you?
Yep, absolutely.
I'm on the top of your list, Gorilla. I'm not on the top of my own list. I think I'm like number 4 on mine. But thank you for letting me know that. I'm number 1 on someone's list. Other than that, I don't think there's a lot on the update. Do you like the dashboard experience for the Xbox? Do you think it's clunky, or what do you think about that, Seltzer?
I freaking hate the Xbox One dashboard. I hate it.
Really?
Cause there's 3 things I want to do. I want to appear offline. I want to check my messages, and I want to, when the thing pops up and somebody's like, "Hey, play with me," I want to be able to do something with that. But if I don't hit it at the right moment, it's gone. It's gone forever. And then I'm always snapping things, and like when I gotta look at my Netflix, I can look at all the 8 videos here, and then I go all the way over to the right for a whole other screen for like Netflix is somehow mysteriously on the end. I could bitch all day about the Xbox thing.
Wow, perfect podcast to have you on then. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. No, it's definitely those are definitely valid complaints for sure. I mean,
you guys love it. You all love it. Like unanimously.
No.
Yeah, so sorry.
No. We don't love it. We don't love it.
When it first came out, I complained about it pretty publicly. I wasn't happy with it at all. I mean, I guess I'm kind of used to it now, just because I'm an Xbox fanboy, but I'm still not completely happy with it.
The Jizzle says she's right. It blows. So I guess you got to vote from the chat saying it blows. What would be cool if they added like a simple mode? You know what I mean? You could switch between the native experience.
You calling me simple? And I was just
oh my god. Kinda, but no.
You know what? If it were prettier, it's not pretty.
Yeah, that's true. It's not pretty. It's very bland. But
it's just a tile of boxes. That's all it is.
Yeah, it's just boxes upon boxes. But Assassin didn't you say the other day, Assassin, you read that they were gonna add themes and stuff?
Yeah, but my dogs are barking. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. Dogs barking. But yeah, they're adding themes, so you're gonna be able to beautify it up a little bit to your liking. But it won't help you find your Netflix or accept your party request.
Oh, yeah, you gotta I gotta go all the way to the left and open up my friends list, and then find myself in my friends list, and then open up my profile, and then maybe I was just really dumb. I don't know.
No, definitely, it's definitely true. Can't you change the box colors? Yeah, Gorilla, you can change the box colors, but you have to change them all the same color. You can't make a little rainbow or anything like that. PS4 home screen is horrible compared to the Xbox One dashboard. What do you think of the PS4 home screen?
Is that the where you go on the vectors and you're like ping 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 ping?
That's the PS3 one.
Okay, well I don't have a PS4.
You have a PS4, yeah. So she can't say anything about the PS4.
My phone is great. Why can't it all be like this, like with the squares, everything?
Ooh, what phone are you rocking right there?
This is the Samsung 3 Note. It's only like 2 years old.
Ooh,
Nice. Nice.
But the big phones, they're cool because I'm blind and you can watch Twitch on them on the train.
That's true. That is true. Big phones for life, right, Clowns? Clowns has got the LG G3. I'm so jealous. I want to get one of those. But yeah, I think that's it. What? Go ahead, Clowns. What were you saying?
No, I'm just saying I love it. Love it.
Yeah, I know you do, you bastard. You suck. I'll get one soon. But yeah, so I think that's it for tonight. I think that's all we got, unless other people have questions for Seltzer before we get out of here. Chaos or Assassin? No?
Nope.
No. All right, so I think that's it for episode 13. I think we were close to an hour. Sorry for keeping you long, Seltzer. Hope it's okay. Hope you enjoyed your time with us.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, and it was cool hanging out with you guys, talking about this stuff.
Even though it's not exactly a forte for console gaming, but we appreciate it.
I work from home. I don't get human interaction a lot. This was great.
I'm so glad. Yeah, I'm so glad you were able to come. So thank you very much, and maybe we can hit you up another time in the future.
For sure, man.
All right, cool, awesome. So yeah, for the rest of the guys, this is it for episode 13. Thank you guys for coming by, and check us out on Twitter. 4GWQ Podcast is our handle. We also have YouTube. It's 4 Guys with Quarters is the username. And on Twitch, obviously you know what that is, 4 Guys with Quarters. Check out our website. It's ever developing. Clowns is doing awesome work on the website. Thank you very much. for doing that stuff. We are getting reviews up there as well and some other videos. So 4guyswithquarters.com for that. Other than that, see you guys later. Peace.
Bye.